Hello, Leo, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach. I help you choose growth and the healing of your inner roots. I have an intuitive message for you today about your path. This reading will use a different deck than I've been using the past month or so. This is going to the Druidcraft Tarot. So let's see what its message is for you. All right, 10 of Pentacles. Nice card to start out with. This is your energy for the week. Okay. We're looking at culmination. We are looking at the energy of having reached a certain stage as a result of your hard work and being in a place of being able to really reap the benefits of this whole process. And what I want to focus on this card is that there's a lot of different things. I feel like there's a lot of different components going into your energy this week. We're not looking at just one area of a focus or concern. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of things that you've been working hard on and reaching a certain level with. Now that's interesting because it seems as though you've got many projects at different stages, yet they're all at like a kind of the end of the chapter. So I'd say if you were reading multiple books at once, you've reached the ends of many chapters, or the ends of chapters in all of them. The difference is that some of these are at the end of the book, so you're kind of done with that book. Some of them are still in the middle, some are still in the beginning. So this is a very interesting context so far. Okay, let's look at the energy that, let me ask. Okay, we're going to look at the energy that is holding you back, potentially, 4 of Cups. And let's look at the beneficial energy, 8 of Cups. Interesting. Okay. Now, because you've got all of these kind of wands in the fire, rods in the fire, irons in the fire. Help me out with my metaphors, Leo, here. You've got all these things going on. We have different tendencies or different possibilities for your emotional state. One, if you are focusing on those things which you have worked so hard on and it's finally over, there's going to be the tendency to want to just kind of check out and think that you've already done all you can and that you don't really need to do any more. The 8 of Cups is calling you to a little bit of a higher perspective. It wants you to see all of these as an opportunity for new growth, not the ending as a 10, but the new growth as a 1. You see we have 1 cup left back here? So she's looking at these 3 that are empty, but she's ignoring the 1. So you may be at the end of the book, you may be at the middle of the book, but each of these particular endings has the potential to be a fresh new beginning that can bump you up to that next level of spirituality. And what do we mean by spirituality? We mean next level of self-love. All right? The 8 of Cups is talking to me a lot about wanting to move your energy higher, wanting to get you to a bigger perspective, a higher perspective, so that you're looking at the joy of what's to come, okay? And not the exhaustion of, oh my God, look at how I got here, but it's the joy of what's to come, the seeking of a deeper meaning. And that's just fascinating and exciting to me because I see a lot of transformation in this card. All right, let's continue with your message. I'm going to clarify this card for you, the 8 of Cups, 10 of Wands, another 10, and the King of Wands. All right, okay. This is about making sure, Leo, that you are putting your heart front and center. Okay, now that's different than willpower or your will or your perhaps desire. We're talking about putting your heart front and center. What is the heart? It is that amazing, amazing spot in you that reaches out to others, that extends warmth, that extends joy, that connects with others in a way that also enlivens their joy and their sense of pride in themselves. Okay, our Ten of Wands here says you've been carrying around some burdens and some heaviness for a long time. And I asked to clarify Eight of Cups. In a lot of decks, the Eight of Cups is summed up by the word departure. So we're looking at this idea of departure, but departure from what? It's departure from any heaviness that has been preventing you shining. You shining is the most important thing, but you have to make sure that you are shining through others, not at them. Okay? There's a subtle distinction there, and the joy of a Leo is that you get to shine your light through others. And when you see others' lights turn on and then they reflect that light back to you, your own light becomes even bigger than it was to begin with. And because you have that capacity to feel, you can feel that bigness and that expansion. And that also gives you the power and the joy to, and it makes you fired up to get to those next chapters, to write those new books, to get to those new places. So we're at a funny sort of like multiple crossroads. I kind of feel like if I could describe you like a house, each house would be in a different, or each level would be in a different state. Okay, but what we're trying to do is we're trying to pull this all together in search of the unifying factor of joy and shining through others. I'm going to give you one more card. Are we going from the middle or the bottom? Okay, bottom of the deck. If I had another hand, I'd hold up the deck, so you're going to have to bear with me. King of Pentacles, another king. What's fascinating is he's got the fire behind him. Look at that. So we're talking about the fire and the creative energy to accomplish these next stages with the practical foundation that needs to be laid and the practical actions that need to happen. This is about combining vision and practicality. And when you combine those two things, Leo, you can be unstoppable. So we've got all these different parts of you or different projects unfolding all at once. And this is giving you the key to further prosperity, further abundance. Both of these together show, okay, yeah, entrepreneurship is going to be successful. Your particular vein of your project is going to be successful, but it hinges on providing for others. It hinges on providing space and shininess to others. The fire is behind him. We don't have any fire here. You see, he's contained fire, right? But what's interesting about these cards, and I love this deck because of it, I'm just waiting for the camera to focus. Maybe it's never going to focus. Is that these kings are receptive. This king is set in a countenance of listening. And this king is he's looking out into the future. He's looking for opportunities, looking for a space to connect. They're not arrogant, like, come to me. They're very much wanting to engage, and they're very much wanting to communicate with you and to help you communicate and be that shining light for others. Because ultimately it is through others shining that you will shine the brightest, Leo. And I know that that's not always easiest to hear, because it would be a lot easier just if, we shone and everyone applauded, right? That would be a lot easier. And I get that, but the applause is going to be even bigger this other way. All right, Leo, thank you so much for joining me. My guides are saying one more card. So let's just do one more. All right, Four of Pentacles. This is going to unlock the foundation and the abundance you've been seeking, okay? If you can allow this idea to permeate the next chapters, the next pages of your life, of your projects, you're going to unlock something really, really amazing. All right, Leo, thanks so much for joining me. Again, I think we're finally done. Again, thanks for sharing your time and your energy with me. If you would like to learn more about how I can open up your perspective to your greater abundance and to your greater manifestation, please check out my website, Soul Guidance with Adriana. I'm pointing down as if you know what that means. That means check out the description for a direct link. And I'll look forward to seeing you next time right here, Leo.